So now I'm going to talk a little more on the different phases of OCS. So you'll first start out with just shut up and color. If you don't know what that means, it means just do it. Don't ask why. And like that's mainly in the transition phase where you're stripping all your bad habits, your civilian lifestyle, getting into more like the military mindset. It's a lot of games, a lot of like go touch that tree, go touch that tree. You're not yelling enough. Why are you whispering at me? Oh, you don't know the answer. Go touch that tree. Bring back a leaf. That's a knowledge tree. A lot of those fun things. And you'll also introduce the candidate billets at that point. It's the hardest time to have one because you have a bunch of individuals and you're not like a cohesive platoon, but it will get better as you go on. Then you'll go into your adaptation phase. Really, it's the same thing as transition phase. You'll still have transition training in there, but it's just more emphasis on responsibility of the candidate billet holders. And there's less set-aside time to mess with you, and more will just punish you if you mess up. And somebody's bound to mess up. And just have some grace, have some patience, lead up and down chain of command, and just, try to help out your leadership as much as possible. And if you are the leader, try your best to not get your platoon in trouble or your company in trouble. Moving on to the evaluation side more, you'll go into decision-making phase. The instructors are more hands-off. They'll give you more leeway in making decisions how you get things done. And you'll have things like commander's time where the company commander decides like what you'll do at that time. Make sure you always have a plan at that. You don't have any empty time. We're just doing nothing because that's really bad. Because then instructors are like, ooh, we have some free time. Let's do some transition training. So the caveat with your plans is you need to be flexible because your platoon staff will always trump whatever you say, whether you're a platoon or a company billet holder. This mainly came into play with me whenever I was trying to get the company ready for Suli 3, and then I hear that first platoon is rearranging their squad bay, making it more organized, right? And then I had my sergeant instructors come up to me. He's like, "Hey, why isn't the company all uniform?" So, the staff is supposed to mess with your plans. They're trying to evaluate you. It's a way that they can see how you react to stress. And so you just got to roll with it. Always have a plan. Always be ready to make a new plan. And just treat it as like a different kind of game, right? You might say it's like you'll never win this game. You'll never be right. But if you're playing a different game, right, altogether, of like, hey, they're going to be messing with my plans, and I'm just going to be on top of it, ready for the new one. It just it makes it more enjoyable, more interesting, and just try to get on another level. So going into that mentorship phase, that's whenever you've earned your EGA, unless you're PLC juniors, so you don't have your EGA. But it's that last week, and your staff is more chill, laid back. They're treating you more like a human being, right? You can speak in the first person again, and they're actually going to give you some advice, and you'll get to learn that they're actually really cool people.